What happens when someone has everything but still chooses to leave? This is the story of a son who wanted freedom. Freedom from rules. Freedom from responsibility. Freedom from his father. He thought money would make him happy. He thought the world outside was better. But one day, he lost everything. And when he finally decided to return home, he expected anger. Instead, he found something else. Tonight, let's talk about one of the most powerful stories ever told, the story of the prodigal son. A wealthy father had two sons. One day, the younger son approached his father with a shocking request. He said, "Father, give me my share of the inheritance." In those times, inheritance was usually received after the father died. So what the son was really saying was, "I care more about your money than about you." Imagine hearing that from your own child. But the father did something unexpected. He gave the younger son his share, and only a few days later, the son packed everything and left home. Maybe he felt excited. Maybe he felt powerful. No more rules. No more family expectations. Just freedom, or at least what he thought was freedom. The younger son traveled to a distant country, and there he spent everything. He chased pleasure. He chased temporary happiness. Friends surrounded him while the money lasted. He bought things, partied, lived carelessly. Every day probably felt exciting, until one day the money ran out, and when the money disappeared, so did the people around him. Then something worse happened. A famine struck the land. Food became scarce. Jobs became difficult to find. The young man who once had everything now had nothing. No home, no money, no real friends, only regret. Desperate for survival, he found work feeding pigs. For many listeners of Jesus at that time, pigs were considered unclean animals. This was the lowest point imaginable. And the son became so hungry that even the food given to the pigs looked good to him. Imagine falling that far, from wealth to starvation, from confidence to shame. And somewhere in that suffering, he finally started thinking clearly. He remembered his father's house. Even the servants there had enough food, and he began preparing a speech in his mind. "Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your servants." Notice something important. For the first time in the story, he stopped being proud. Sometimes people only change after they hit rock bottom. So the son started walking home. Every step probably felt heavier. What if his father rejected him? What if the village mocked him? What if it was too late? He wasn't returning as a proud son anymore. He was returning broken, ashamed. But while he was still far away, his father saw him. That means the father had been watching, waiting, hoping, and then something incredible happened. The father ran toward him. In that culture, respected older men usually did not run publicly, but the father didn't care about appearances. He embraced his son. Before the apology was even finished, the father welcomed him home, not as a servant, as family. The father called for the best robe, a ring, sandals, and a feast, because his son had returned. The father said, "My son was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found." And the celebration began. But not everyone was happy. The older brother heard the music and celebration. When he learned his younger brother had returned, he became angry. He refused to join the feast. He complained, "I stayed loyal all these years, and you never celebrated me like this." The older brother obeyed outwardly, but bitterness had quietly grown inside him. And the father answered gently, "Everything I have is yours, but we must celebrate because your brother was lost and now he is found."